So you want to get DX in WWE 2K24, so let's get straight into it. We're going to show you, and I believe you should be able to do some sort of entrance as well. Let's go into the community center, because if you do look at Triple H and also Shawn Michaels, they don't have any DX forms, which I am slightly surprised that they don't this year. Normally, I would have thought they would have just put it in there, to be honest. Obviously, you've got the Triple H normal, you've got his 08 version, but nothing to do with DX. Again, maybe, I don't know why. I really don't know why. You've obviously got Shawn Michaels there, but it's not quite the DX form. You obviously got the really old form in the 94, which is pretty cool. So we're going to have to go, apparently off the game, we're going to go back onto the Community Creation Center, because then the game, Retro Alternative Pack. Nice. Imagine they're giving us DX then. So if you want to go into, not Edit Superstar, I'm in the wrong spot. You want to go into Community Creations to start with. You then go into Download. You then want to go into, it doesn't matter either or, but you go into Superstar. Once this one's first downloaded, you then want to press Y, or at least the search button, and then go down to Custom on Hashtags. Type in just DX, which just makes life a lot easier. Click that, search, and go onto the most downloaded. It should be a very easy find because everybody does a form of them. And to be honest, there's only a couple, so I'm hoping they're really good. The only good thing that we do have when it comes to any sort of, it's basically an alternative attire, is that you've got already the superstar there, so it's only the clothes that you're actually having to deal with. So make sure you're finding the one that you like the most. So for instance, we want this one for Shawn Michaels, and then obviously across from him was Triple H as well. So if we go over to him, and there we go, we've kind of got the hat. Again, you can go with different attire, so if you wanted to find somebody else, you wanted to change it later on down the line, I'll show you how to do that. The next step in getting DX as a proper tag team, you want to back out of this. Now, there is two ways of doing this. I'm going to do it with the change superstar. So if you wanted to do it, for instance, the one thing I kind of found out this year more than anything is that if, say, for instance, now I wanted to go to Triple H, there would now technically be 3 different versions of him. It depends on what his name is changed to. So it'd be Triple H 08, and then if I went into Custom Superstars, you'd have, so I'd change that name to obviously Triple H DX, but you'd have 3 different versions of him on this kind of drop down menu now. What I could do is you could change him. So for instance, when you click onto him, so if I did that, it would come up with an alternative attire. So for instance, like Undertaker, who has an alternative attire? I guarantee nobody them, and I click, is it? So if we go into, I'm pretty sure, who even has one? Batista? No, someone's got to have one. I'm pretty sure. Where is Cody Rhodes? There he is. So he would basically have 2 different forms like this. I don't even know why there's 2 different ones here, but you would basically have another form like this. It would mean that the Triple H is part of that tag team, not just the DX form. So I'm going to show you the DX form, and obviously you can put the alternative attire on him. So you want to go into roster, you then want to go into edit teams, and then from there we want to create one which is the right stick in for me, and I'm just going to call it DX. From there we can obviously go and get the announcement. I wonder if they do have, they should have it. D-Generation X, I was going to say. They more than likely would have it. You can obviously go to Custom Superstars or where the superstar is. I'm going to choose Triple H first and then go back into Custom, and hopefully Shawn Michaels is not called that either. Great. So he's going to be somewhere. Is he going to be somewhere? Where is he? Did I even download him? So apparently that one doesn't want to download, so hopefully there should be a second. If we go to page 2, normally there's an absolute flood of them. Then we've got, okay, we've got another one here, so that should be right. Let's see if it downloads this time. It's pretty much the same, to be honest. So that one did download, as you can see at the top right there, that works. So let's go back and go on to the roster, and I'll fill in the rest again. So there we go. We've got Shawn Michaels DX. We don't need any more kind of mentions. We'll go with a cheer for them. You obviously can do finishers, movesets with them as well, which is always nice. And also the tags. So we've got tag victory. What is that? You'll be redirected to creations victory. Oh, okay, so we can actually make a kind of victory dance for them as such. So now we should be able to find DX in this tag team. I don't know why Triple H is so blurred, but that'll be fine. So then what you can do as well with this is obviously you can go with more of an entrance. We did this with the Shield yesterday. So if we go with the team entrance here, we'll go with DX. I'm just interested to see if they actually have their own, or kind of at least a theme music to start with it. So we want to go to motion, and then I'm hoping if they got any, they do. So I thought they would do. Normally they do when it comes to this. Entrance music. Would it be called? I don't even know if it'd be called Degeneration X. There will be one. If you want to leave it down below, I know somebody did on the Shield yesterday, which was really helpful for some of the music. If you've got that as well, that would be absolutely perfect. Again, you could go with making your own. You could go and try and unlock it somewhere, but I don't think I know what it is there. But at the very minimum, you can get the motion of Degeneration X, which is nice. So that, again, is going to be pretty sick to have when you are playing with them. This is going to be great as well if you are trying to do a universe mode. At least you've got the proper attire for him. Just in case if you wanted to add it to the actual superstar rather than having a second Shawn Michaels or a second Triple H, if you wanted to change that, go into creations, go into superstar. We then go into edit superstar, and what you do from here is you'd pick your custom male. So for instance, Triple H, I would then go into edit, and then what I would do is I'd go to personal information and I'd use him as an alternative attire there. That'll basically turn him into another form. So where I showed you with Cody Rhodes, it would basically put him as another option that you can do. So instead of having the WrestleMania 39, it would also have DX as well. It would mean that the actual Triple H would be in a tag team with him as well, but it just means you don't have so many people to go down whenever picking through your roster. But that's all you have to do to get DX. Let me know down below if there's anybody else you want to get, and I'll catch you all for the next one.